Hey there YouTube, today we are going to be talking about pistol grips for your AR-15. So let's say you are going to be upgrading and you don't like the grip angle of a stock A2 grip. Yes, I painted this a very ugly color because I order a lot of parts kits, okay, online. And usually they come with this. And I was bored thinking, what am I going to do with these since I have so many of these? I decided to paint it. So that's the story on that. So we're going to be talking about different pistol grips for you're looking at upgrading for your AR. So and what are my thoughts on the ones that I have used? Here's what I have used. ATI, Spikes Tactical, standard in the lower parts kit. Aero Percision, also PSA, Anderson as well, come with the same style of grip. Magpul MOE, and the BCM Gunfighter, and the Hogue grip. So let's kind of talk about my thoughts on it. So roughly, comes to the price point, you're going to find them all. Usually, you should. Online, its prices are going to vary. But I'm going to say, so I'm not really going to talk about prices other than a loose touch on, so internet, do not get crazily pissed off about pricing. ATI, you can find them online for about $20.49 on their site. You can find them in gun shops, depending on the gun shop. You can find them definitely marked up. Magpul, same thing. You can find them definitely marked up on in gun stores. You can find them online for cheaper. I've seen these go for about $17.99. This is the Magpul MOE pistol grip. Comes with a cool little storage thing. So, Spikes Tactical lower parts kit. I do not know how much the individual pistol grip is online. Standard A2. I've seen them go for like a couple bucks. So anyway, let's get into the point of this video. BCM Gunfighter grip. I've seen for roughly the same price, a little more in a set for Magpul MOE. So let's get into the grip I like. I have used all these grips, taken them through classes on various other ARs that I had. And there's a reason why these ones are not on the one where I like the BCM Gunfighter grip. It just feels good. It works great. I think BCM's primary competition is still the Magpul MOE. These things are great. I like them. I actually picked this up to put on another build. I'm going to be doing kind of a black and tan theme for this build, and I wanted a tan grip, and I could have got a BCM Gunfighter pistol grip, which is what I like. I like them a lot, but I wanted to go with the Magpul MOE because I have used these, ran these through classes, and I do like them. To be honest, I think these are a fantastic option if you're looking at making that pistol grip upgrade. Now, something that comes in a Spikes Tactical lower parts kit is this grip. We're going to talk about this later. Another one you're going to see is going to be the A2. Now, that angle is kind of weird. Not a lot of people like them. When they start shooting other people's rifles, they want to swap these out. These work. They serve. The ATI grip that you can change this back strap out of, I hate it. Okay, I found this thing to be very bulky and just a pain in the ass. I have shorter fingers, but maybe you have Goliath hands. I found the checkering on the front here on the ATI to be good. It sits really stupid in a lower. Let me grab a lower, and we're going to use it. So let's grab the Poverty Pony. I decided to paint to as a joke. So that's how it sits. It sits really terrible. Okay, it looks good on paper, but in all honesty, this rubber grip, you can grip it. I will give it one thing. With these back straps, you can definitely get a good fitting, and the one that it comes with is like this extra large weird one. That rubber grip, you can really get into. I'm not going to lie, it holds up well. This little bulkiness in section I found to be kind of annoying. The front checkering, instead of putting finger grooves like on some grips, they decided to go with very aggressive patterning on the ATI. I did not like this grip. I did not find the patterning wrong. I didn't even find this the kind of removable back straps is not what I liked. It's this bulk here. The bulk here and the and kind of the design of it, it's very thick. So I do not have Goliath hands. And even if you do, you're still going to find that you might struggle a little bit with this. But if you have literally mammoth-sized hands and fingers, maybe this might work for you. I ran it through a class. I found it hard to flip up to like safe as an example. Like when you're flipping up to safe. So kind of, or even reaching the mag release button, since it kind of pushes out your hand. Now, if you have Goliath hands, this will work. I found it like I can barely reach that. How do you like it? I got the baby blue battle worn finish on this. Joke of an upper. So I found this to be very, you know, in practice, in theory, if they design this a little bit differently, tweak their design, this would be a okay option. You know, I just personally hated it. It was not for me. I think the design itself is done very well. I like the rubber texture on the back. You can really get into it. If you're not wearing gloves and you have sweaty hands, I'm telling you, no slippage. As for the front part, I mean, this works too for grabbing it, and I found these over-aggressive pattern to be kind of nice. It's just, I find this to be a little too thick. on the back, on the ass. So it's like, you know, normally I would say, you know, too much thickness is not a bad thing. But when it comes to pistol grips, it kind of is for me because I have smaller fingers. So I find this thing, I didn't like it, so I'm not putting it on anything. But I think in a design practice, if they were to tweak it, make it a little thinner, and if they were to keep this rubber backstrap design and came with more options in it, I might actually pay the money to kind of do an in-depth review on it. So this is the ATI. Now, we're going to put that away. Let's go into what you get with this stock A2 grip, which is going on my Poverty Pony. Now, the angle, it's fine. Thing I don't like about the typical, you know, the classic grip, it's gonna work, but you're gonna want to upgrade it. You know, I'm literally painting this every single other color. Literally, I'm gonna be doing a Cerakote job. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do Cerakote and Anderson. But the point I'm trying to make is like, a lot of people, you're gonna find it's gonna work. I don't like the notches on, you know, the classics. We had these in the military. Wasn't a fan of them then. Still not a fan now. As for kind of slip resistant, this little snake skin that they use isn't bad. I've ran this specific one through a class before I painted it, and it's done great. If you got sweaty hands and you're not wearing gloves. The back part is okay. It's not the best, not the worst. I think there's better options when it comes to angle. I do not like the angle. Spikes Tactical. You also get this in a parts kit. Let's look at it. Here we go. The angle's a little bit better. What I don't like is that there isn't much of a cutout for grip. It's very smooth. It may look like it. Oh yeah, you can get a little bit of grip with this cool spider and web design. It's very smooth still, which if you got sweaty hands, that may be a problem. Blood on your hands or whatever reason. I like the angle. The front and back part is fine, okay? It's fine. It works. If you're running gloves, this will work for you if you're looking for a budget lower parts kit. So if you're comparing two lower parts kit, which one do I like better? Parts aside, I'm going to go with the Spikes grip. I like the grip better than I like these standard ones. That being said, I have a lot of them, and there's a reason I changed them out, because I wanted something a little more aggressive, a little more better. So that's where I settle upon the Magpul MOE. I like the angle is the same as the Spikes, same as the BCM Gunfighter. However, this little aggressive sandpaper feel to it. It's not too aggressive like the BCM Gunfighter. I like aggressive texturing, that's just me. But this sandpaper is not as aggressive, but even when you feel your hand slipping because of sweat or whatever, it works. The back checkering going up you know, definitely you can get a grip on it if you're worried about sliding. I like the Magpul MOE grips, to be honest. I think they're a viable option. It's just I prefer the more aggressive style to the BCM Gunfighter. As for the Hogue grip, I have found them to, I like them for kind of a more budget option. If you find them on sale, they'll work as well. If I were to rank which grips I personally prefer, BCM Gunfighter grip, Magpul MOE grip, the Hogue grip next, then it's going to be the Spikes Tactical, then it's going to be the Standard, and then it's going to be this one just because my hands cannot fit it. Again, there's back straps. You can buy interchangeable back straps. I didn't because I do not like the thickness and how low this thing sits. Now, if you were to put this on something like a precision rifle, I would say this would be better on like a more precision rifle that if you're going to be using it, but me personally, not a big fan of them. I like the idea behind them. I don't fault the company. Disclosure, I do not fault the company. I think this is a pretty cool design. Do I like it? For my use, no. Do I see this having a use? I really wish, like, I like the idea of a rubber backstrap. Like, you can just really get into it with the checkering in the back. I think that if this design was perfected a little better and there was a rubber backstrap on an MOE or a gunfighter grip, I really think it would just blow it on. Like, if they were to take this slimness and put a rubberized back grip that was slimmer on the back of here, I think this would be one hell of a design, and I think this would literally flood the market. As an example, Hogue Grip does the overmolding, and it's a good idea. I think they do a great job. I've seen them on LMT lower with their grips. Now, do I like him? I do, but I would still say the Magpul MOE, and I still say the BCM Gunfighter grip is a little superior to the LMT's version, or Hogue. But so if you're looking at upgrading your pistol grip on your AR15, I would recommend just go with the Magpul MOE or a BCM Gunfighter grip at this time. If you're stuck with one of these and you need one of these, just reach out to me. I have a ton of them and I will send them to you. I'm not even lying. I have so many of these because the Spikes Tactical Lower Parts Kit, if I ever need a parts kit in a pinch and not order online, I find these in the store for a lot cheaper, so in a local store that I go to, and I'll just pick this up as a whatever if I need parts. So I have a lot of these, so if literally you're stuck with this and you want to give this a try, let me know. I will give this to you. So anyway, this tactical parts review on grips. I have taken all my grips through a class. Still my favorite one is the BCM Gunfighter grip, and that's because I like the more aggressive feel and the texture, and that's just preference. For you who do not like aggressive texturing, but want something that can still prevent your hands from slipping, I recommend looking at the Magpul MOE. You're going to find that it's going to work great for you. So anyway, this is the tactical parts review. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, give me the middle finger, either one. So anyway, people, take it easy.